It's weird being panicked and not being able to tell anyone what you want or need or who to call. The part I try not to think about is that there's no cause, and I don't know why this happened to me. My name is Kate, and I'm an ICU nurse. Couple important things about me. I love to talk, I love to pet dogs, and I love to help people. Greg and I have been dating for just almost 2 years, and we met online, just like everyone else. I grew up in Littleton in Colorado. I graduated with a degree in journalism. Promptly didn't use that. I applied to nursing school, got in. After I passed my boards and graduated, I applied to only one position with an ICU team. January 2020 started off normal, but it took a hard right. I woke up, got out of bed, my right leg went numb, and that panicked me. As a nurse, it almost immediately felt to me to be neurological. And at that point, I decided I needed to go to the hospital. I walked into the emergency room. They did a full stroke workup and everything was negative. They sent me to the floor, I stayed overnight, and they discharged me. We were planning to go to a friend's wedding in Mexico. As far as I was concerned, everything was fine. We went home and started repacking and planning for our trip. The next morning, got up, started doing my hair, full face of makeup, and headed off to work. And on the way to work, Greg texted me good morning, and I parked, and I kept trying to text good morning or I love you or something like that, and nothing came out, so I just wrote, hi, and that wasn't right. I still didn't think anything was wrong, and as I was clocking into work, I noticed something was wrong, and it wasn't as easy as normal. My coworker was telling me a joke, and I normally love jokes, and I wasn't responding, and she thought that was weird. She said, Kate, I told you a joke. Normally you laugh. And I turned and I looked at her, and she goes, oh my gosh, is that droop normal? My eyes got wide, and I grabbed my face, and I tried to say something, and nothing came out. And I could think all my words, but my mouth wouldn't do anything. And she called a stroke alert on me, and all the doctors that I work with and coworkers responded to me. And within minutes, they had me down in CT, and pretty quickly, they told me that I'd had a massive stroke. And in my head, I was like, great, we caught it within the first couple minutes. They're gonna fix it. This is all gonna be just fine. But I couldn't say that. Instead, what they came back and said was that the stroke had happened in the middle of the night, and there was no way to reverse it. And I was crushed. And there's a weird feeling when you've been a straight A student and always shot for the top of everything, and you think you're losing a part of your brain and you're not gonna get it back. At that point, they sent me to the ICU, and then all my friends came to visit, and my friends that we were gonna go see in Mexico for the wedding showed up. And they brought us sombreros and maracas, and we celebrated in the ICU. After 5 days, I got home and I started speech therapy. And within a month, I was almost back to myself. I remember my mom saying, who we know is still there. You're just struggling to find words. We joke that we both sit at the table and can't find words now. As an ICU nurse, we learn how to treat stroke patients, but I realized I'd never talked about it with my friends or family. And now I think everyone has a magnet about FAST. F is for face. For me, it was the droop. A is for arm. You might have weakness in the arms. And then speech. You could have slurred words, or in my case, no words at all. And then time. The faster you can respond to something, the better off someone will be. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone who gives so generously to the American Heart Association. Together, we can work towards a world free of heart disease and stroke, so no woman has to go through what I did.